guys, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today. I wanted to make this video for you guys to show you the top 5 trade candidates that the Toronto Blue Jays have been kind of rumored to be around and that make the most sense for the Toronto Blue Jays. And honestly, one of these trades might actually happen for the Blue Jays. And wouldn't that be just such a great gift this holiday season if they could actually go out and make this happen and deliver on all the promises that they made to us? That would be nice. So without further ado, just sit back, guys. Let me tell you, these are the 5 guys that the Blue Jays could possibly be in on this holiday season. Number 1, Willy Adames. We've talked about Willy Adames a while ago on this channel, but it still holds up that he could be a very good trade possibility for the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are looking for a third baseman and a guy with a little bit of pop, and Willy Adames, he could possibly do both of those things. Adames, over the course of 3 seasons, has hit 80 home runs. That's a lot of pop that the Blue Jays could definitely use in the middle of their lineup. And while Adames is primarily a shortstop, his stuff plays really well over at third base with that strong arm of his. And it's not like you'd have to play third base for the rest of his career too. He only has 1 year left on his deal. Adds a little bit of value to his age 29 free agency year. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Marcus Semien when he was a primary shortstop and we had to move him over to second base. He breaks out, adds all that value, gets signed to Texas Rangers for $175 million. You know, that kind of situation. And the Brewers have already shown that they're open to trades by actually trading away Adrian Hauser and Tyrone Taylor over to the New York Mets. While the Adames trade will be tough, it's definitely doable for these Blue Jays. And number 2 on this list, this is a fun one. Emanuel Clase. It was reported about 3 weeks ago that the Guardians, they were open to offers for Emanuel Clase. Now, let me just say, this type of deal would take a lot to get Emanuel Clase. This dude's only 25 years old, and he already has 4 big league seasons under his belt. And this dude has an ERA of 2, with a whip of 0.965, and has already racked up 111 saves. And the reason why he's going to cost so much is because his contract is super team friendly. In 2024, he's only getting paid $2.9 million. In 25, it's $4.9 million. In 26, $6.4 million. And then get this, in 27 and 28, he has 2 club option years for $10 million each. So yeah, this guy would absolutely cost an arm and a leg, and another leg, maybe another arm, an ear. But if you want some guaranteed bullpen shutdown innings, you go get Emanuel Clase. Number 3, Jorge Polanco. Now, we recently talked about Jorge Polanco on a podcast, but the more I think about it, it makes absolute sense for the Blue Jays to go get this guy. First of all, this dude's bat is reliable as they come. So if you're looking for a guy to drive in some runs, get on base, it's going to be Jorge Polanco. The one downside is, yeah, the defense just isn't there for the dude. Really bad outs above average, and he barely has played at third base, which is where he probably would end up playing if traded to the Toronto Blue Jays. But it does fit the Toronto Blue Jays window if they don't get Matt Chapman. You got him for 1 year, and hell, you got a club option again in 2025 for super cheap. So it makes sense for the Blue Jays, and it also makes sense for the Twins if you're looking at their side of things. They've got Eduardo Julian, who's a breakout stud playing second base for them. Carlos Correa, who they've locked up for a little bit of time. And you've got their breakout rookie sensation, Royce Lewis, playing third base. So there really isn't a home for a Jorge Polanco. So this deal might be the most likely on this list, in my personal opinion. Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is also in collaboration with iGaming Ontario. Must be 19 years older to participate. And guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content. Number 4, Jonathan India. This one's gonna be really quick, guys, because we broke this guy down recently. The only reason why he's on this list is because the Blue Jays are actually interested in him. Don't really know why. Really bad glove, so it really doesn't fit the Blue Jays philosophy. He's really only a second baseman, and you already have Kevin Biggio, Espinal, Davis Schneider. The only reason why I can see the Blue Jays being interested in him is they want to get that bat back. They want to get that 835 OPS Rookie of the Year kind of bat back, because if they had that, sure, I mean, this guy could be a nice, maybe top of the lineup, maybe 5th, 6th hitter kind of guy for the Blue Jays. But again, I just don't know if it's worth it. This feels like another Dalton Varsho experiment, except kind of worse. But they're interested, and it could happen. And number 5 on this list, Ha-Seong Kim. Ha-Seong Kim had a nice breakout season last year with the Padres. This dude had an OPS of 749, won a Gold Glove, ended up MVP 14. Now, why would the Padres want to trade that kind of guy, especially with them already trading Juan Soto? Well, it's the fact that he does only have 1 year left. Yes, he's got a mutual option for 2025, but if I'm Ha-Seong Kim, that mutual option is only $7 million. Buddy, am I gonna opt out of that contract and go see if I can make $100 million on the free agency market next season? So if I'm the Padres, I might trade Ha-Seong Kim because theoretically he's got 1 year left, but go get some return, maybe get some pitching. You kind of need that more than anything right now. So I could absolutely see the Blue Jays going out and getting Ha-Seong Kim. And then, hey, when he's over here, maybe see if you can get in his ear and work out some kind of deal. So guys, those are my top 5 updated trade targets for the Toronto Blue Jays this offseason. You guys let me know in the comments, who do you think is most likely going to come to the Jays? Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, go Jays go.